Free, fair, and secure elections are critical to the democratic process. The Committee on House Administration has broad oversight of federal election policy. Today, the Subcommittee on Elections continues that oversight with a discussion on election administration during natural disasters. While laws dictate the time, manner, and place for elections, one factor that is out of our control is the weather. Federal general elections coincide with hurricane season, and the 2024 general election demonstrated firsthand how Mother Nature can impact election administration. While natural disasters may not be the first thing that comes to mind for election administration, our local leaders have experienced them and know that they must be prepared for disasters that could strike at any moment. In the case of Hurricane Helene and so many that came before it, millions of Americans faced unexpected obstacles when it was time to cast their ballots, and election officials did their best to ensure that every legal ballot was counted. Today, we will examine how state and local election officials dealt with both logistical and physical problems while administering elections in the aftermath of storms. Their experiences will show how preparation and planning for emergency weather is crucial to secure elections and voter access. As the former Secretary of State for the state of Florida, which has been hit by more hurricanes than any other state since 1851, I know firsthand how challenging it can be to administer an election in the face of a natural disaster. Our witnesses today have faced similar challenges when administering elections during extreme weather or while their state is trying to recover from storm damage. Both North Carolina and Florida have been left devastated by hurricanes, and today they will highlight best practices for ensuring smooth election operations before and after natural disaster strikes. Before a natural disaster strikes, state and local election officials should have a strategy in place and be prepared to execute well-planned modifications to keep elections secure, maintain voter confidence, and protect high voter turnout. These preparation and planning efforts can help election officials, voters, and state and local jurisdictions ensure that ballots can be cast on time and in a safe manner. Additionally, election officials should undergo training to address additional unexpected scenarios that a natural disaster could cause before, during, and after Election Day. Clear and effective communication to eligible voters in the case of an emergency is critical. North Carolina and Florida have each implemented best practices and shown success in ensuring voters' voices are still heard when a natural disaster strikes close to an election. Today's hearing will detail these best practices as an example for state and local officials across the country. Election laws in North Carolina and Florida demonstrate that all statutes can authorize flexible and appropriate responses to natural disasters close to Election Day. Consistency in election processes increases trust amongst voters. However, natural disasters threaten consistency, particularly when they hit close to an election. No matter the circumstances, voters must be confident that their voices will be heard. I want to thank our witnesses for being here today. I look forward to the discussion.